Mary here, and welcome to a new edition of Books and Cookies Book Talk. Today I thought I would talk to you guys a bit about something that has been bothering me a lot lately. I'm sure you guys know that I have a book blog on Tumblr, and that was the place and still is the place where I go and shout my love for books for the whole world to see. And the community is splendid. These people are nice, they're welcoming, they're so enthusiastic in talking about the books that they love. But lately I have been seeing a lot of book shaming. Readers shaming other readers for their book choices, for the books that they do not read, for how much they read, for the authors that they like or do not like, for the means that they use to read books. The only thing that comes through my mind whenever I see a situation like this is, what the hell is your problem? I do not understand the process that is behind someone going to someone else and telling them, hey you should be ashamed that you're reading that. Fuck you! I'm sorry, but that's the only proper response that I have for someone who comes and says something like that. It's not okay to do it because every reader is allowed to read whatever they want. It's their time, it's their money, it's their choices. Reading is a choice, reading is a hobby. You do not have to give explanations to anyone about the choices that you make regarding your reading time and your reading pleasure. The main topic that is related to book shaming is specifically shaming people who read young adult. I'm 26 years old. I have said this before. Young adult is my favorite genre. These are the books that I take the most pleasure in reading. And so are a lot of blogger friends of mine who are maybe even older than me. I know bloggers that are 30, that are 40 who still read young adult. And honestly, it isn't anyone's problem that we choose to read these books. These books, as shocking as this may be to some people, are really, really good. They have amazing characters, they have amazing worlds, they have amazing plots, they're extremely well written. Why shouldn't we read them? Why should we restrain and limit ourselves to certain books that are considered suitable for our age? If we really do this, if we limit ourselves, we're missing out on so many great books. My favorite book is a young adult book. Yep. And I am totally okay with admitting this because it's really, really that good. And yet I still hear some people telling me, but why aren't you reading classic books? Why aren't you reading adult books? I do read them. I really do. I've given them a try, but it is my right to say, I don't think this is for me. And that's okay, and I should not be shamed for something like this. A friend of mine has received a legitimate death threat in her ask box because she dared admit that she does not like John Green books. What the flipping hell? It blows my mind that someone would actually go to someone else and tell them, hey, kill yourself. How the hell can you say that you do not like that author's books? You're crazy, go kill yourself. No. Why? It's mind-blowing that this sort of thing is happening. What these people fail to understand is the fact that reading is a personal experience. A story that might resonate with you is a story that might not resonate with me. And this does not give you the right to come to me and tell me that I'm wrong, that what I'm feeling is wrong. These people do not understand, do not fathom the idea that their favorite books may not be everyone's favorite books, that their favorite authors may not be everyone's favorite authors. I do not have to give any sort of explanations about my likes or dislikes, whether it's about reading or any other topic in my life. As long as I'm not harming anyone by choosing to like a sort of book or to not like a sort of book, that's perfectly okay. I have seen a lot of people that are screaming and yelling at others for liking controversial books. Let's take 50 Shades of Grey, for example. I have been very, very vocal about not liking this book. I've made a series of posts about it where I basically dissect everything that's written in that book and how it made me feel. And I have received a lot of messages on this topic. One thing that I have always been very, very clear about is that I have no personal problem with you, a generic you, for liking that book and choosing to read it. That's completely and totally okay. That's your choice. My problem was with the source material. I wanted to be informed. I wanted to read it by myself and see exactly where it stands, and I hated it. But if you liked it, if you chose to read the sequels, if you chose to scream your love for that book everywhere, that's okay. That is not a reason to shame someone for liking a book. And what I've said about 50 Shades of Grey can be applied to literally any book. Readers have been shaming other readers for the amount of time that they spend reading. Newsflash, people have lives, people have jobs, people have school, people have a ton of things that might get in the way of them reading. Telling someone that they are not a true reader and shaming them for only spending maybe 10 or 20 minutes a day or a week reading is appalling. My main problem with these guys is that I don't understand their need to belittle others in order to make themselves feel more special, more of a special snowflake. You're not cooler than someone else because you spend 5 hours a day reading and they only spend 20 minutes a week. You don't gain anything by going to them and telling them that. Other than making that person feel absolutely horrible, people are affected by this. You can seriously harm someone on an emotional level by going and telling them that what they're doing is not okay. It has come to the point where some people actually choose to not talk about the books that they hate for fear of receiving hateful comments or for people telling them that they suck. Me personally, this blog meant finally having the opportunity to talk to other people about the books that I love. I never get that opportunity in real life because none of my friends are readers. And finally having a means to talk about my passion has done wonders for me. I do not want to censor myself or my reading habits because I might offend someone that I did not like their favorite books. I'm not reading for someone else's pleasure, I'm reading for me. I guess this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your opinions about the subject. Leave them in the comments below. Also, my Tumblr, Goodreads, and Twitter are linked in the description. Remember, books for the soul, cookies for the tummy. Bye guys!